All right. Good evening, everyone. I believe my audio, video both are clear. Okay, perfect, perfect. So let me just stop my screen. Let me just stop my screen. Just a minute. All right, okay. Yes, good evening, everyone. I believe you can see my screen. Okay, I have stopped my screen. Okay, all right. So, welcome everyone. I believe you all are ready for today's session. And today we have a special session. You have already seen the topic for tonight session. Let me introduce myself first. So I am Shakti Prasad from Health Quadrant community. So if you are on Zoom, if you are on YouTube live, so just make sure that abhi jo next 30 minutes rahega. So you will be getting more information on your health part, right? So in our health quadrant community, we have more than 30 nutritionists who are in different states in our country, and they are taking care of many countless lives, right? For their better health. So today we have a topic on plant-based diet, and our guest for tonight is Ms. Jinal Vora. So Jinal is a certified nutritionist, naturopath, and an expert in stress and lifestyle disease reversal uh, and management with a passion of holistic healing. Jinal blends science with nature to guide individuals towards lasting wellness through vegetarian diet. She is not only a certified professional, but also a award-winning change maker, honored with Hall of Impact and recognized as change catalyst. As an author and speaker, Jinal continues to inspire countless lives with her mission to create a disease-free world through the power of natural healing and mindful living. So let's welcome Jinal to the dais for today's important topic: Is plant-based diet lifestyle right for you? Right. So over to you, Jinal.
Thank you, Shakti sir, for this lovely introduction. And good evening, everyone. So I am Jinal Vora, as Shakti ji has given my introduction. And let me just share my screen. Yes. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
All right. Okay, let us start with this plant-based diet. Okay, so let me tell you all firstly what is a plant-based diet. A plant-based diet is basically consuming whole food, less of processed food, which comes from plants, basically vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. So there are different versions of the plant-based diet. One is the vegan diet, and the other is the vegetarian diet. Vegan diet does not include any animal products, including dairy, honey, and eggs. Vegetarian excludes meat and fish, but may include dairy. So tonight we are just going to emphasize on what a vegetarian diet is. So firstly, why a plant-based diet? So as we all know, we have these few traits, okay? So whoever are the plant eaters having the plant eater traits, they have their teeth which are flat molars, unlike the meat eaters which has the sharp canines. We have these long intestines as herbivores, and whereas the carnivores has short intestine, because the food that we take in needs longer time to it's easier for digestion. Then we don't have claws or any hunting stings like the meat eaters have these claws where they need to tear the flesh. The saliva that we have is alkaline and enzyme rich, which helps in digesting the digestion of carbs, whereas the meat eaters have these acidic saliva for the meat digestion. So these are the traits that we have as humans, and meat eaters have different traits. Let me tell you all the health benefits of a plant-based diet on our body. It lowers the LDL and reduces the risk of heart diseases due to high fiber and low saturated fat. Whereas in non-veg diet, often the saturated fat and cholesterol is often high, increasing the heart risk. The high fiber content promotes satiety, aids digestion, which helps us maintaining weight because we feel full longer. Whereas the non-veg diet is a calorie dense and may lead to weight gain when consuming in excess. The plant-based diet is dietary fiber, which helps the gut, and it flourishes the flora and fauna. Whereas the non-veg diet, the meat eaters have low fiber content, which leads to constipation and poor gut health. The antioxidants presence in the plants and the phytonutrients helps our cancer risk. Whereas the meats are carcinogens by WHO, it is announced by WHO, which increases the cancer risk. And also, these plant-based diet often help us to reduce the diabetes and improve the insulin sensitivity. Whereas the meat, the consumption of red processed meat is higher uh, in diabetes risk. So these are the benefits that we have from a vegetarian or a plant-based diet to a non-veg diet. So let me tell you all how the health benefits of plant-based diet over the vegetarian diet. Like even the monetary wise, plant-based diet is less expensive. The grains that are staple grains and legumes and vegetables, which are local and are easily available, are lesser in expense than the meat, poultry, and seafood that are often more expensive. Then even the plant-based, it is known for long life. It increases our lifespan because it reduces the risk of lifestyle diseases. Whereas consumption of animal products is linked to shorter lifespan. It is even showed in some studies. Plant-based diet increases the energy as it keeps you lighter and it is easy in digestion. So the energy used for digestion is way lesser to the energy used in digesting the meat. And when you eat, when the meat eaters, they often feel the sluggishness and the lack of energy and the poor energy that they have. Plant-based diet are sustainable for our food systems also. It is more eco-friendly. Meat is not even ethically right. It is animal cruelty. And even the plant-based diet often reduces the risk of obesity, hypertension, and lifestyle diseases, whereas meat increases the chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. What are the effects of diet on the organs? So let me tell you all how it affects our heart. Plant-based diet lowers the cholesterol, regulates the blood pressure, and reduces the inflammation, protecting our heart from cardiovascular diseases. It also helps our liver by high fiber and low fat food, supporting detoxification and prevent fatty liver diseases. When the food that we consume is lighter, the liver also takes lesser effort to detoxify. Kidneys, on the other hand, it reduces risk of kidney stones and chronic kidney diseases due to the lower acid load and higher antioxidant take. How it helps our gut health, let me tell you. It basically flourishes the fauna and the flora of gut, and a diverse plant-based diet nourishes the gut microbiome, reducing inflammation, boosts our energy, and improves the digestion. It is also known that it helps the brain in antioxidant, healthy fats, and nutrients in plants, helps prevent all the neurological diseases, and supports better cognitive functions. So, plant-based diet has also been followed by the ancient science people. Okay, so let me tell you a few ancient sciences. In Jainism and Ayurveda, both believe in this bhojan of sattvic ahar, and which even in Jainism is known as ahimsa bhojan, where they focus more on pure plant-based diet. It also helps the gut and detoxifying process. It also creates an inner peace within ourselves when there is mental clarity. Even in yoga, we are taught to eat mindfully, eat slowly and moderately. So it keeps your body light, calm, and your mind is also at peace. The Chinese medicine also, they also believes in these cooling food which are plant-based, which helps in liver detox, calms your internal heat. The ancient Egyptians used to have healing food which were through herbs and they were known as herbal diets. It benefited them for the vitality and purification of blood. The ancient Greek, they used this non-violence and clarity for clarity and non-violence purposes. They used to follow this vegetarian diet. And even in Buddhism, it is known as ahimsa bhojan, which is non-harming diet, which reduces the karma load and the mindfulness. Okay. So let us so there are these claimed advantages of the non-veg diet over a vegetarian diet. So let me tell you, it is often said that a non-veg diet is high in the quality of complete protein. So animal proteins are supposed to be complete, containing all 9 amino acids. But even in plant-based, if you see, like if you combine rajma with rice, it gives you complete protein. So there are many other combinations. So if you eat smartly with the right combination, you still do get all the essential amino acids. The non-veg diet is supposed to be rich in vitamin B12 and heme iron. So coming to heme iron, when you add vitamin C like lemon, it boosts the absorption naturally. And B12 can be taken in any dairy products or as a supplement, which is easily available. Convenience and satiety, meat is calorie dense, keeps you fuller for long, helping in harsh climates or heavy labor work. But on the counter view, if we see the fiber-rich plant food, oats, legumes, nuts, etc., will also keep you fuller and even keep your metabolism rate high and also helps in the digestion, which equally gives you good amount of energy and it keeps you fresh also longer. The fish is supposed to be known as the only source of omega-3, but it is not so. Even flax seeds, chia, walnuts, all of them have omega-3. Maybe the quantity needs to be adjusted accordingly as you require. The non-veg diet is known for muscle mass and strengthening. Bodybuilders and athletes often consume meat for fast muscle recovery. But on the other hand, if you see, many elite athletes thrive on these plant-based protein. Examples, we know Virat Kohli. So even he is a vegetarian and is a great athlete. So quick density for survival. So for even the survival mode in cold regions and all, meat offers faster energy and fat. But today we are not in a survival mode. We live in a lifestyle disease mode. So these are the claim advantages of non-veg, which are also can be done by a vegetarian diet easily. So let me come to how can we create a balanced diet. So a daily plate could have 50% carb, 20% healthy fats, and 30% protein. So carbs could include whole grains like quinoa, oats, etc. Healthy fats could include nuts, seed, avocado oil, walnuts, olive oil, etc. And protein, we can have tofu, paneer, lentil, beans, nuts, all of those. And the main thing in plant-based diet is that you should be eating a rainbow. Each color group offers its own unique nutrients. So for example, if you take red, tomato for lycopene, green, spinach for iron, orange, carrots for beta carotene. So all these rainbow colors, they have their own unique property and unique nutrients. So we should be inculcating all those colors in our daily vegetarian diet, including lots of fiber in form of seasonal and local fruits and vegetables. So having seasonal and local grown fruits are very important because uh, they belong to the place where you are living and it you can adapt to those foods very easily and they are easily available also. Plant-based swaps with meat. So these are the basic protein, iron, B12, and omega-3 that we generally see that meat is important for all these things, but we do have plant-based alternatives like Like if chicken breast for 31 grams, we can replace it with tofu 10 grams, lentil 9, and quinoa 4 grams. So the bonus benefit that you get from plants is its fiber plus phytonutrients. So plant-based diet may need some alternative for the meat sources, but there are also added benefits of those plants. So if you take omega-3, for example, so fish, which is 2 grams for omega-3, so flaxseed can be taken in 6 grams. Bonus is anti-inflammatory and zero mercury. So all of these are the swaps for meat, which can be easily altered and can be taken as a plant-based diet. So there are these few common myths and challenges in and around plant-based. So it is generally said that plants don't provide enough protein, but it is not so. Protein is found in abundance in lentil, chickpeas, quinoa, tofu, tempeh, nuts, seeds, and even vegetables like broccoli and spinach. Challenges of B12 is primarily found in animal products only. But consuming fortified plant milk, cereals, or take a B12 supplements is an easy solution for that. Another thing is that the iron isn't absorbed well in plant-based as it is absorbed in meat. But when you pair the food perfectly, suppose it is with spinach and few drops of lemon, it enhances the absorption of iron. And fish is a major source of omega-3, but we just saw few examples, and flaxseed, chia, walnut, all can also help for the same. So, what are the practical tips of transitioning to a plant-based diet? Someone who's a meat eater and wants to become a plant-based diet follower can start slowly. Begin with one plant-based meal daily, like an oatmeal for breakfast or a vegetable stir fry for dinner. Substitute smartly. You can replace meat with tofu, tempeh, mushrooms, jackfruit, or soya chunks, or something like that. And recipes can be easily made replacing these meat. Meal preparation has to be done in advance so that there are no last minute temptations for this processed and non vegetarian food. And experience the international cuisines such as Indian dal, Mediterranean hummus, or Mexican bean tacos. There are a lot more recipes and flavors that we can add to our plant-based diets. Even adding different Indian spices can also enhance your meal. While non-veg diet may offer certain nutrients more easily, a well-planned diet can match or exceed these benefits without any side effects like cholesterol, acidity, toxins. That's why ancient science and modern wellness both recommend going green. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. So basically, all these naturopathy, Ayurveda, all the yoga, everything, they have been always emphasizing on plant-based diet because the meat-based, it disrupts your pit, pitta. So since it is, it is high in Agni. So that is why we generally opt for plant-based diet, which is much more easy on your digestion, for your mental clarity, and of course your gut. And it gives you energy and makes you feel lighter through the day. A plant-based diet is the first step towards a healthier, happier, and more sustainable life. So please do choose wisely. Thank you. Over to you, Shakti sir.
All right, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jinal, for this wonderful presentation. So, floor is open. If anybody has any question, आप chat में question लिख सकते हैं. I can see the YouTube questions also. But yes, Jinal, I mean, rightly said, you have already mentioned that what are the myths, what are the facts on this plant-based diet. क्योंकि लोगों के mind में ये हमेशा रहता है कि क्या मुझे उतना प्रोटीन मिलेगा जो कि मुझे नॉन वेजिटेरियन डाइट में मिल रहा है. सो यू हैव राइटली एक्सप्लेन्ड ऑल द थिंग्स. सो जहाँ पे जितना हम लोग प्लांट बेस्ड में ले सकते हैं दैट वी विल टेक, एंड एडिशनली इफ सप्लीमेंटेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड दैट ऑल्सो वी कैन ऐड. But yes, there are certain benefits which you explained. So wonderful. I have one question, in YouTube. Is a plant-based diet lifestyle suitable for all age groups and fitness level? क्या ये जो plant-based lifestyle है ये सारे एज ग्रुप के लिए सुइटेबल है, और स्पेसिफिकली जो फिटनेस एंथुसियास्ट है, क्या उनके लिए भी सफिशिएंट रहेगा?
Yes, absolutely. Everybody can follow plant-based diet. Even the athletes, like I just presented, even Virat Kohli. So we have a lot many tennis players and all who are a plant-based eater or even vegan for that matter. So yes, absolutely. Anyone of any age group, all the other Hinduism or Jainism and all, they don't have meat at all and are surviving even longer. So yeah, I think all age group and any sports person, anybody can opt for it.
I have one more question. Like, people often worry about deficiencies. How can those be avoided in a plant-based lifestyle? But I think this is already, I mean, you have explained that those are some myths that there will be deficiencies. But yes, if suppose there are some deficiencies, then we can naturally bridge that gap with the supplementation.
Yes, so there are always smart combinations which we can do with food itself, need
Yes.
not have even a supplement. So yeah, there you can always like suppose spinach plus vitamin C like lemon or rajma with chawal. So if you have food in the right combination, you do have your complete nutrient.
And Jinal, if you can share some of your client success story, maybe who has done a plant-based diet, that will be helpful to others also.
Yes, so like you all know, I take only vegetarian diet. So I have all my clientele based on vegetarian diet only. So I had this person who came with me with acidity issues. Okay, he had gone for almost 3 to 5 years to all the gastrologists, Ayurveda, allopathy, homeopathy, everything. He was suffering from GERD. So there was a dysfunction of the esophagus flap. So he had done everything, and then he came to me, and he's like, "This is just not done." And he had anxiety issues and panic attacks and all breathlessness, everything. And following my diet only for around, I think, 4.5 months to 5 months, he had amazing results. He was one person who used to pop antacids every alternate day, not eat out, not travel because he could not take it. And he actually told me that now, within last 2 months, I have not even popped one pill, and I have been eating everything outside, let it be pav bhaji, everything, all the masala stuff, and I'm absolutely fine.
Wonderful,
So yeah, it was all plant-based only.
wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. Then we have one question: whether chia and flax seeds can be replaced omega-3 capsules. If somebody is taking omega-3 capsule, is it possible that?
It depends on what deficiency, how much is the deficiency.
Yeah.
Like even for B12, if you're really deficient, you might need capsules initially because you're really deficient. First, you come to a level, and then you can, of course, do it only with food. Even if you don't take capsules right now, and you can still do it with food, but it might take a little longer time.
So it depends on the individual
Yes,
requirement.
it depends on your vitals.
Perfect. Okay. I think it was a wonderful session with you, Jinal. We'd like to invite you in our further sessions also. And
Thank
I'd
you,
like
sir.
to thank all our viewers for joining us. So we will meet next Thursday again. So every Thursday we are trying to cover a special topic on health. So thank you very much for joining the session. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. I have just ended the